I know these people.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Server Air 405. This is G30, Gentleman's 30. And I got Dior. I got Joe Wolfgang here making his battle rap fucking debut here. This is going to be fucking hilarious. This is going to be like, this could be an all time content fucking machine right here with Joe talking any type of battle rap and rap music. So he's got Chat GPT fired up to just give him paragraphs to talk about. But we got a special guest. We got to keep it good here with our special guest. We had Charlie Clips before. So, we got to have somebody who's just at a top tier level right now. Dare I say, God tier level right now. We got someone who I personally know when I was living in Mobile, Alabama, RS Battle League, bar heavy, someone who's a really good dude. And I've always supported his music. And he's got a new album out with a great supporting cast around him. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Boss, what's good, buddy?
What's up, bro? You doing all right?
Yes, sir. I'm happy you're here, man. Tell us about
I'm
Beastmode
happy to be
Boys a little
here.
bit before we get into a lot of stuff we're going to debate and talk about.
Yeah, well, we just dropped a group project, Beastmode Boys, with me and TMP. It's a full album. We dropped a full project. Only one music video so far, but we dropped the music videos for most of the songs, and the music's good. It's a mixed bag of different styles of hip hop. So,
Yeah.
and you listen to the whole album, so I appreciate you streaming it on your Twitch, and so you know what I mean. It really is a mixed bag of flavor.
Yeah, I recommend it to anybody. You know what I mean? Like you want to support, local music, you want to support, all content creators, whether it's, streaming music, any type of art form, we want to be able to support each other. And this is definitely, and I've said this before, I said this on stream, if it was bullshit, I would say it, you know what I mean? Because there's, some songs, you know what I mean? But the whole majority of it, like 95% of that album is fucking fire. You know what I
Right. And
mean?
that's kind of the point. So it's like, something for
Yeah.
everybody. So and with that being said, it's automatically everything's not gonna be for you either too. So it's just one of those
Yeah.
things. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And,
Sacrifice.
and and that's a good point because we're going to talk about a lot of topics here today, mainly Eminem being top five and a lot of other stuff, but it's all it's all subjective, especially music. I mean, a lot of stuff is anyways, you know what I mean. That movie sucked, that movie was great, but I'm more of a consensus type of person. You know what I mean? Like if 100 people see a movie and 98 people tell me it's whack, those two people just probably just like anything. You know what I mean? Some people still eat vanilla ice cream and non-sugar. You know what I mean? Uh, Go ahead,
Yeah.
Joe. Say what I know Joe's been wanting to fucking talk. Say something, Joe. Everything you say is gonna be fucking legendary because
Actually, no, I'm actually watching. I'm watching Mr. Boss right now from a battle rap from 10 years ago against Hallelujah Jones. So
Yeah, that
I
was
love
on
him.
Angry Fan. That was on Angry Fan Radio. Hallelujah Jones. I don't know if y'all are familiar with any of that. Angry Fan Radio, Caps, and the Angry
yeah,
Well,
Fan movement. So,
first of all, Joe said Holla Jalula Jones.
yeah,
First
it's
of all,
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah! I said hallelujah.
Yeah, he's but
man,
I
yeah,
thought you
man.
said Holla
shout out to
Jalula, bro.
Hallelujah Jones.
I thought you,
Shout out
Hallelujah.
to him though.
that shit sounded like Holla Jalula.
Bro.
I
That's
love
what
it.
I'm saying. Everything Joe says is gonna be fucking hilarious to me
But
because
yeah,
he's just like researching.
that
Go
battle
ahead.
was on Angry Fan Radio, and that dude's from New York. Actually, it was a pretty cool battle. But yeah, I think I definitely won. Uh, I'm pretty sure they judged it. I'm pretty sure they judged it after the battle. I can't remember now though. But yeah,
If you Joe,
Yeah,
if you
said
go
every
back
battle
far
rapper
enough,
ever.
if you go
Like,
back far enough, you'll see me on stage with a shitty ass mohawk and a Biggie t-shirt, just laughing at some of the worst battle rappers you'll ever see that would be on stage.
Yeah, no, I found his. Actually, I found Mr. Boss's battle rap full playlist. So
There's some good ones
I'm
in there.
diving.
He's had some good ones. He was like the main dude for RS Battle League. Like he was
yeah,
like the guy. Like
Well,
if the,
this one's Rampage main event with Charlie Lucky.
yeah. That's a
yeah,
good battle. That's a
that
good battle. That
that's a good
actually is
battle.
a good battle. That's the one you should probably watch if you're gonna watch one later or something.
Yeah,
Check it out.
that's a good one. See,
That's a good battle.
anytime there was something, I was trying to get like clips back in the day to come to Mobile and do like a one rounder. So I actually talked to him before. But you know, there was Super Black that we wanted to have boss battle, and Super Black was like, Crown of the South, Battle Leagues, top guy, and he was doing
Shout
like
out to
the
Super Black. Super Black is the top battle rapper from Alabama. I talked to him too. We got a rapport because
yeah. And that was the
But
one that we wanted so much. That's like fucking Rock in Austin right there, WrestleMania 17. Like that was the one that we wanted to pack the Soul Kitchen.
yeah, it'd be cool to do it because I'm thinking about throwing a battle event.
Do
Too.
it. That's your bro.
But
You'll
I
just
don't
print
know. I
money.
don't know. Super Black, he's battled everywhere, so he said he was taking a break basically when I talked to him. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it was dope. So we're not going to dive too deep into battle rap. And I will say for people who have watched past episodes, this has been a battle rap strictly only conversation. But I've been wanting to do a music podcast too. So instead of just starting another podcast and episode 1 and all that, people always give me a little shit because I have a bunch of podcasts, but I really don't if you think about it. But we're kind of merging music and battle rap because they go hand in hand. It's music at the end of the day. It's art. So we're going to talk about Eminem. Okay. Dior's favorite rapper right there, Stan Dior. He loves him a lot. He loves him so much. He has posters probably on his wall.
I don't have that. It's not on. It's not on.
Not anymore. Not anymore. But
I used to. I did.
I'm just going to say this right off the top. I like Eminem. There's a lot of great songs. I think his features are better than a lot of his work, that he's had in the past. But I don't think when you look at top 5 all-time rappers, we're not going to talk about who makes the most money. You could say Drake is like the greatest because he's made a shit ton of money, sold a bunch of albums. So we're not going to talk about that.
That would be Jay-Z would be the greatest then at that point.
Well, he's
Jay-Z's
still in that conversation.
Jay-Z
is Jay-Z. So
not battle rapper. He's the richest rapper, I should say, out there.
Okay, calm down. Calm down, Joe. Relax. So what I'm saying is,
you know what I mean?
When you talk about lyrics, when you talk about just like being the best in your decade, because you could look at the 80s and 90s, 2000s and break it down. When you combine all that, who's your top 5? For me, Eminem is not even anywhere near top 5. Great, talented, but I'm going to go with you, Dior, first because you love him so much. Why is he top 5?
Okay. So I'm going to call you out a little bit because you didn't say not only that he wasn't top 5, you said that he wasn't even top 10. And
but this was in another conversation. We can get to that. I mean, I was kind of saving that.
You said that he wasn't even a legend. So let me explain why. Not only is he definitely a legend and definitely top 10, but he's top 5 and he's my GOAT. Now, top 5, once again, we it's preference, like you said, opinion. It's like arguing Jordan and LeBron. I get it. But acting like he's not a legend, acting like he's not on the top 5 list, acting like he's not even on the top 10, that feels like rage bait to me, bro. Like let's be 100% honest. He is one of the most influential rappers ever in a time where, and cornered a completely black market, by the way, in a time where it wasn't even supposed to happen for a guy like him. He got stamped by some of the greatest artists of all time in our generation, black artists who shaped this entire genre to be what it is today. You could literally hear his DNA in an entire generation of rappers. You got Hobson, you got Joyner Lucas, you got Logic, you got Token, you got NF, you got Dax, you got all these rappers who built career off of the house that Eminem kind of built and the way that he paved. So that's why for me he's top 5. This dude is, I think that when you're talking about the GOAT debate, you have to incorporate more than just what a person can do with their pen. I think you have to incorporate how much they sell. You have to incorporate global impact. You have to incorporate the influence they have on a generation the next generation coming up. You have to incorporate all that when you're talking about the GOAT or top 5. There are people you could put there, but I think that he at least arguably has to be considered a legend.
So let me ask you this, and then I want to hear Boss's opinion off of just the debate and just what you said. He's, just so I'm clear, he's your GOAT, meaning he's better than every other rapper that's ever lived.
He is, to me.
Number 1. So
to
he's
me,
better
when
than
it comes to
Nas. He's
as a
better
whole
than
package,
Pac. He's better than
as a
Biggie.
whole package, I think that he is, and because he had especially the longevity piece. Pac and Big, unfortunately, I think could not get to that point because they passed too early to get to their full potential. And I think that, I mean, it wasn't their fault, but it's what happened. But that's,
Okay,
yes.
so the other thing, and that's it's crazy what I'm hearing right now. So I'm just moving on to the other stuff here. So you're saying that he influenced a bunch of people. Who did he influence? Who did he pave the way for?
Kendrick, Hobson, Joyner Lucas.
Wait. And this is what you mentioned this the other day when we talked about this. Because you say, like, when you hear Kendrick rap,
yes,
there's a lot of Eminem in there.
Yes, I mean, Kendrick has said that, and people have said that about Kendrick.
So you think that if there was no Eminem, there'd be no Kendrick?
I think that Kendrick's style would be completely different. I mean, if there was no Eminem, like, to have that lane where the heavy imagery and the talking about mental health and the talking about addiction and talking about stuff like that. I'm not saying other people didn't do it, but the way and the style in which he does it, there's clear influence. I don't think it takes a rocket scientist or an expert to see that.
All right, boss, what do you think?
I don't really see what he's saying right there with Kendrick Lamar. But I can understand the Hobson, Joyner Lucas, things like that. That does make sense. A lot of people, loved Eminem a lot, and it just was a natural. It rubbed off on him naturally. As far as him being the greatest of all time over like a Tupac or somebody, I don't know. I don't know, but technically, like, I have different lists kind of because I'm deep into lyricism and stuff like that. So, you know what I mean? I look at some people as lyricists and some people as, just great artists. Tupac was a lyricist, but he wasn't like an Eminem or a Kendrick or somebody like that. I don't know.
Who's your five? Who's your five?
If we're talking what just greatest rappers of all time, just a broad scope.
Yep.
Oh, you definitely would have to have Tupac on there. To me, just because of the influence on me and everybody else. I think Eminem should be on there somewhere. Number one, probably not. Probably Jay-Z, Tupac is a closer 1A and 1B with Eminem somewhere in there. I don't know. I don't really think about it like that. More so as I think about people like lyrically, who's better lyrically to me, and then what I like versus just greatest of all time to the world. So it's a little different.
Do you think Eminem is better than Big L?
Yeah, probably. So Big L was tight. I don't know. He kind of lost me with the super satanic stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Eminem loses me too with a lot of stuff too.
Yeah.
And a lot of the certain communities ain't down with so much of the trolling songs. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of gay shit too, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why you got the black community, but then you lose them too.
Instead, and I'm going now back. Can't we just play with Teddy Ruxpin instead? I mean, Eminem's fire. Eminem's so fire, but still, it's stuff like that. That's a Dixon versus like a Jay-Z or a Tupac.
Right. All right, Joe.
Can I speak to the Big L thing real quick before you let Joe go?
Okay, go ahead.
I want to say that Big L is definitely a legend lyrically, but a lot like, first of all, Big and Tupac, he didn't have time to build a legacy. Number one, at the time that he died, he was still underground, so he didn't have as much of a cultural impact. That's my only argument. Next.
Okay. All right, Joe. What's your thoughts?
When M came onto the scene,
this nigga's reading.
No,
I swear to God,
I'm trying to word this correctly because I will get absolutely eaten alive if I say this wrong.
Oh, you're gonna get eaten alive if you're reading, motherfucker. Better not read.
No, I'm not reading. I'm not reading. You got to think about this. Back when M came around, white rappers were not really a thing. You had like the Vanilla Ices and the Snows. You didn't have
what? And they had
like
They had some respectable
Well,
white
he's not. He's not 100. He's not 100% wrong. I mean,
he is 100% wrong. There was the Beastie
got
Boys. There was fucking
bro,
Third
come on, the
Base.
Beast Boys weren't.
MC
Bro,
Search was well respected. That was about Nas out. MC
No.
Search
What I'm
Nas
saying
out,
though is like, yeah, the Beastie Boys were existent, but like they were a trio. He was a solo artist.
Okay.
I mean, to this point, he's outsold everybody too. So I mean, yeah, you're making a solid foundation too. But I mean, he blew everybody out the water in sales too, didn't he? From here, you know what I mean?
He
So,
did. And
yeah.
that's
To me,
what
the
50
sales are
50
fine.
Cent's argument was. That's what 50 Cent's argument.
I'm trying to not bring sales into it because if you bring sales into it,
all right,
there are hundreds of thousands of people who absolutely blow him out of the water in sales. Jay-Z alone.
Because guess what? You know who else sold a bunch of fucking albums? Milli Vanilli and the Spice Girls. They sold a lot of money. They made a lot of money.
ICP sells records.
Yeah,
okay?
but here's the thing. That's
Right.
a point where if listen, at that point, to break into the rap game and get stamped by the people he got stamped from didn't just mean nothing, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they weren't just doing that for anybody. They saw something in that, man. You think Dre and 50 Cent and all these niggas and Snoop Dogg and these like Compton gangsters and shit gonna get behind some fucking punk ass bull who
But
can't?
you're saying something that's not the argument, though. I'm not saying that he's not talented or I don't like him. I said that at the very beginning. Like, I like him. I think he's a talented dude.
Part of that is this.
I'm
exactly
talking
what
about
you just said.
Is he top 5? That's the whole debate. Not if he's talented or.
Yes.
Hold on. The other part of that is
the one that got you
back when
tied
M came around. Back when M came around, it was a heavy West Coast, East Coast. Not some dude from Detroit.
Wait, what?
When you're talking about when he started the scene, when he started to come onto the scene,
when Eminem did in the early 2000s,
it was still heavy West Coast, East Coast rap.
There's always West Coast, East Coast rap, but there was no beef.
No, they were the two dominants, is what I'm saying.
So he's trying to say like he put Detroit on the map. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, he did not put Detroit on the map. But
he
is.
I mean, who did Kid Rock?
He kind of did put Detroit on the map.
What'd you say, boss?
I was saying the South was hot too already, 1999 that time. So
yeah,
I mean,
this is gonna sound weird to say, but the South was on the rise.
1999, let's back that ass up.
The South will rise again. Come on, you didn't see that?
We got it, bro. We got it. Just go ahead.
Yeah. All right. The point is this: you're asking from a person who does not listen to rap as his base. You know that. You know, I'm more heavy metal and I'm more that stuff. But the point is if you're asking me from an opinion and growing up watching Eminem, we were young at the time.
I wasn't.
Yes. Old. But the point is this. If you look at him, where Eminem draws in people is that he was different and he was different to a generation of the 40-year-olds my age. He spoke loud. He had a shock factor in his rap. He had shock factors in his rap, playing the Slim Shady character. You know, that's what drew his attention. That's what drew you to him. Yes, he's a great lyricist, but he had Dre backing him. He already had a dominant rapper backing him too.
Help.
Yeah. Facts.
But so that makes him top 5. So that makes him top 5.
To me, he doesn't. No, not in my world.
Because that's the argument. I mean, we know
not in my world. He's not top 5. He's probably top 10 for me. He's probably top 10 for me now, but not top 5.
You're saying that
here's my thing, Joe. So
yes,
wait, your top 5?
Yes, having someone like how Usher helped Justin Bieber. Let's just use that as a factor too, because we all know that how Usher helped Justin Bieber. That's what made Justin Bieber a global icon, because there was someone who backed him who was already that dominant. Kanye West and Jay-Z, even though they separated, even though Jay-Z and Kanye separated, Kanye's in was Jay-Z.
No, it wasn't.
Kanye was Jay's beatmaker.
Kanye was on way before they start doing projects, bro.
He was producing Jay-Z shit.
Yeah,
yes.
And
that's what I'm saying. Before he started rapping, that's what helped him out.
But Jay-Z didn't put him on. He was already
put him on.
No, I said the only difference is that's where he separated, because they separated, and that's what made Kanye bigger. That's the only difference.
Okay, No,
It didn't make him bigger.
It didn't make it.
He literally was
Whoa.
like part of Rockefeller. Like even in the fucking Through the Wire video,
Whoa.
like they've had the part where he got the chain. So he was already like doing the shit because he was producing a lot of Jay-Z shit.
Yeah,
Jay-Z had nothing to do with getting him. Like he could get himself going.
And Bieber still had to have the talent, even though he got back. Everyone needs someone that they know to get on, bro. Like that's not new.
Yeah,
like,
David Flair fucking sucked.
They're doing the 30-year anniversary or whatever of Reasonable Doubt. So I mean, it's like that's how long Jay-Z's been like.
So what album on what album that M ever put out is better than Reasonable Doubt?
What album that M never put out?
His whole
album?
I'm saying
one album versus
all the albums that Eminem has put out in his career. Which album is better than Reasonable Doubt?
It depends on what your preference
What's
is.
His top 5 best album that's better than
Marshall Mathers LP?
Marshall Mathers LP is going to be his top album.
I mean,
and that's better than Reasonable Doubt. That's better than Blueprint.
The Blueprint, I don't know.
That's better than fucking
probably, but the Blueprint, I don't know. I got
that's
Blueprint.
better than K. Butterfly. Is better
Jay-Z's
than that one.
Best album, the Blueprint.
You talking about the Pimp a Butterfly?
How about is it better than Illmatic?
Well, it depends. Like once again, it depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for,
I'm just saying, like which one you pulling? You pulling fucking which one you want to listen to?
It depends. I might rather listen to Marshall Mathers LP over Blueprint, but not over Reasonable Doubt. You know what I'm saying? Like it depends. But if you're asking me who I would rather listen to as an artist, Jay-Z or once again, riding down the street, or am I just like putting on some shit because I want to hear some dope ass lyrics? You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. But here's the thing with your argument, because you're saying a lot. You're leaving yourself into a lot of different spaces. You're basically saying, well, if I'm in the mood to drive down the street, then I will listen to this guy. Well, if I'm in the mood to sit on the couch and smoke weed, I'll listen to this guy. Well, I mean, yeah, but we're talking about like, we're not gonna. Like, it's like we debate anything. Like, who's the greatest?
If he threw 5 albums in front of you. If he threw 5 albums in front of you and you had to pick one on the spot, which one are you picking up? The Eminem one first, or are you picking up? It
depends on what album you're talking about. If you're putting 5 albums on the table, what albums are you putting down there? And it depends on like.
Well, he gave you 3.
I mean, I gave a bunch of albums, and I'm still trying to hear.
For example, I love Reasonable Doubt, but like. Black Album is one of my favorite Jay-Z albums. You know what I'm saying? So,
but I'm saying,
like, if you put Black Album down there and Recovery, like, I'll probably pick Black Album. Oh. But if you put like,
but that's not. But
Marshall
what I'm saying is,
his best
album, his best album,
Recovery was
Eminem's best album, against some of the greatest albums that have been documented through the years by some of the greatest hip hop historians. Because I know you love the historians, because that was the thing that you and I debated about too.
Honestly, I would probably pick up Skull and Bones' Cypress Hill before I pick up Marshall Mathers LP.
The whole point of it is there's so many great legendary rappers that people look at, like Nas and Jay-Z. Those are the Lil Wayne. And then you're going to say, here's Eminem, and here's Eminem's best album. Is that album better than whoever I just named and more? Is it better than those albums?
I don't know. There's so many great albums though, too. Like out there, there's so many great albums, bro.
Yeah, like, I'm not trying to go. You're trying to take me album for album, and that's not what I'm
not saying album for album. We're not. I'm saying just the best that Eminem could put out there, because people will say fucking Illmatic and all the fucking greatest. This is the greatest fucking whatever from this person. But having
the best albums isn't what makes you top 5 to me.
But I'm saying, like, if it's not even a conversation, where it's not even a debate, then that doesn't make this guy a top 5 rapper.
To me, it is.
He doesn't have a strong enough album, like, greatest album to be top 5.
I will pick up some of his classic albums, like Slim Shady LP, Marshall Mathers LP,
and none of those are better than any of the people who say are the greatest rappers of all time. They don't even come close.
Those can top some of Jay-Z's albums. Those can top some of Nas' albums. Those can top some. Yeah, to me they can. And that's why
I'm saying the best album that he could put up. You're saying he's a top 5 guy. Or
I think
to you, he's the
top,
GOAT. He's the GOAT.
To me, I think he's the GOAT. Yeah,
So
I think he's the best.
GOAT.
I think
so
he's the best stylistically.
GOAT,
I think can
he
bar
doesn't
you to
even
death.
have one album that's considered one of the greatest albums of all time. He doesn't. He doesn't have it, but Jay-Z does. Nas does.
One of the best albums of all time. I don't know. I think they do consider the Marshall Mathers LP.
They do consider. That's what I'm saying.
Do you think that's better than the Chronic?
History.
Do you think Marshall Mathers is better than the Chronic?
I think Marshall Mathers LP is probably better than the Chronic.
I think it's probably, but the thing is, like, you're trying to
rate,
like.
But
I dare you to post that on Facebook.
The Chronic's tight. We love the Chronic, but I mean,
but you think Marshall Mathers LP is better than the Chronic?
I would probably rather listen to it.
But that's rather listen to. But see, now you're trying to get around it. I see what you're doing.
I like the Chronic too, though. So I mean, it's like
I know we all like all music. We know we don't have
hairs with that anyway because I mean it's the Chronic. It's it's
okay.
Chronic was a blueprint of what rap albums
frame. The same. You said for the same studio. We're talking about 2 albums produced from the same studio, same everything. So
Bosco,
I will tell you this right now. Yes,
Marshall Mathers LP.
So Marshall Mathers LP and Eminem.
The Marshall Mathers LP isn't super fire.
So
one of the best.
Marshall Mathers.
It's a good album.
So Marshall Mathers. This is a fact. Marshall Mathers LP and Eminem Show are both considered top 10 albums of their time, due to their massive.
Not even close. Success. Not even close.
You guys are doing chat for chat right now. Chat. One's on Gemini and one's on ChatGPT.
I pulled up for I pulled up sales wise.
Hold on.
Sales. I said sales don't matter. We're not bringing up sales.
Fuck sales. I'm talking about when you're in a rap conversation, you can't talk about sales and this, that, the third. What you have to talk about.
But the problem is every album y'all mentioned are based on sales.
But we're not talking about sales.
We're not talking about sales.
The thing is what you're saying though makes sense. So from a third-party perspective, you would say The Blueprint by Jay-Z. It's number 5 all-time best rap albums because of its sales.
That's a great album. I had that album and I wore that shit out. That's my shit.
I love The Blueprint.
I love Blueprint, but
The Chronic is number 6. Sales all time. Okay?
And I'm from LA.
What
that's
you're saying, so what you're saying matches. The thing is that
we love the
it can go hand in hand, but it doesn't have to be something. One of the best things I can say.
Let me ask you a question.
Two things can be true at the same time.
Let me ask you a question, Server, more than anybody. Do you think that how your peers see you and where your peers put you and how your peers regard you in the same arena that you're in affects your top 5 rating?
No, because they're gonna always support each other, like we all do. Support
rappers. Where you been?
Listen. We're not talking about local rappers and local rappers. I'm talking about guys who've all been in the industry for so long, and they've already done it. There's nothing else. There's no more beefs with big rappers anymore outside of like Kendrick and Drake and that fucking bullshit. So outside of that, there's none of these guys are going to be like, oh well, I hate this person. I've watched all these guys' interviews. They always talk
plenty of
good about each
motherfuckers have
other.
said they don't put Eminem on the top 5 or make him a legend.
Wait,
plenty of people have said that. As I'm saying, like plenty of people have the opinion that he's not up there. But I think some of the biggest names in rap who, whether they be new, Kendrick being one of them, Snoop being another one, or old, what I'm saying, they have regarded him as on the Mount Rushmore of rappers.
Right. Isn't that what I just said? And you just fucking just said, oh, well, what they don't get along. Where have you been? Now you just contradicted yourself.
I don't think so. What? But like, what do you mean they don't? They have put
contradicted yourself right now.
You
just contradicted yourself. You were shitting. I was saying that they're gonna like each other. You asked me a question, and I said they're gonna all like each other because they're all in the business. It's all entertainment.
Like each other?
What the fucking all the guys, all the rappers that we're talking about? You're saying his peers. Those are his peers, right?
Kendrick Lamar didn't put Snoop Dogg on the top 5 rappers.
Wait,
of all
what
time.
are you talking about?
I'm saying his peers, my guy, the people and other rappers, people
like
who
Dre
are not related to him.
Get Snoop up there. You're saying like
no. He said that.
Dre
go back to the original thing you said because you're saying 7 different fucking things right now. Take a breath. Relax.
If you're listening, does anyone else get what I'm saying? Other rappers that are other rappers who have been rappers for a long time have regarded Eminem, who are his peers. That's what your peers are, the ones that people around you.
And I was saying, I was agreeing, and you said, Well, when was the last time you haven't been around? Rappers don't get along. Where have you been? That's what you
No,
said.
I'm saying
that
I'm talking about
contradicts
getting
the
along.
other
I'm talking
thing.
about putting them on the top 5 skill wise and
Right. And I was agreeing with that statement. I was saying that, but you came at me and said they don't.
No,
You
said
don't
no.
like each other.
Clearly, I asked you. You said no. It doesn't matter.
Okay, you'll watch it back and see and get it. I don't know what the fuck you're talking
Boss,
about.
do you remember when I asked? I said, "Hey, do you think that your peers' opinions of you matters?" He said no.
I didn't say no. I didn't say no.
He was saying, of course, they're gonna kind of back each other and stuff like that.
No. Okay,
That's what I said.
Watch it back.
Oh,
how much?
yeah.
Okay, how about let's bet some money. When you watch it back,
how
if
much?
You said no.
How much?
$20.
All right, just hold on. So basically,
that's an easy 20.
No.
It's 100% easy 20. I don't want to take it. Are you sure? Because it's easy.
No. You said no.
Joe, you want to give him a chance?
No,
to
because
get out
they
of
always
it?
back each
Joe,
other.
All right,
did I
matter. Let me answer though. Y'all can watch it later though. But basically, so
Is this double bullet time? And you know what I'm talking about.
People like 50 Cent and Dr. Dre, yeah, maybe you can't take their opinion on Eminem because I mean, of course they wouldn't give their honest if they thought it sucked. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
But yeah, I see what he's saying. But yeah, I mean, when Jay-Z and Nas, so somebody like Lupe Fiasco, who's like high on my list of lyrical people, you know what I mean? When he said, Hove thinks I'm Hove, Nas thinks I'm Nas. I mean, it's if people like that think that you're the best rapper that they besides them, then that does mean a lot. So I mean,
Absolutely.
What he's saying, I understand what he's saying is a lot of people do regard Eminem as the greatest rapper ever. So I mean, and that from that standpoint, he's a rapper too. And
exactly, that's all I've been trying to. That's what I'm trying to say.
And that's what I was saying also. So when you watch it back, Stan Dior, you'll see exactly. I was saying
I
that.
asked you specifically. I said,
and
do
I
you
said
think
yes.
that
Watch it back and you'll see
how they're regarded amongst their peers matters on a top 5 list or affects their top? You said no because they always are going to get along.
Just always remember, I'm saving you $20 right now because it's easy money and I don't want to do it to you.
When you watch
you'll
it back,
see it.
So you do know that Eminem does not have a top 10 album of all time, right?
But hold on a second. I wanted to say one thing because when you asked that question and we got off topic, I wanted to say, of course, like it's important that your peers respect you, right?
Okay.
That's number one. So what I wanted to say is having your peers respect you is one thing. Critics, people who do podcasts, just fans, whatever, they're going to have their own opinion. And that's what causes great debates and good content. So people can see different sides of it. You know what I mean? That's what makes people fuck with music so much because of this. Because if we all agreed, like, oh, everyone's great, it'd be boring. Like, fucking who cares? Right. So I feel like there's a lot of good things. And I know Joe wants to give a top 10 list of something right now that he just read while we were arguing.
Well, Joe, here's the thing. You're just wrong, bro. You're wrong. He does have a top 10 album. He has two of them.
Top 10 in album sales, or how are you ranking this? Is this
what are you ranking this album?
What did Gemini tell you?
Influential rapper, top 10 most influential rap albums of all time.
That's not what I said.
RollingStone.com.
That's not what we're talking about.
List at all. Eminem is not top 10.
We weren't talking about
according to what website? What website?
I mean, I'm not arguing that
according to Billboard charts and sales.
I knew it was. I knew it was that. Billboard only goes off of album sales.
But here's the thing, though. What you guys have been talking about matches, and when I say this list,
it does. Thank you. Yeah.
When I say this
like
list,
we know
you're going to agree. There will be some disagreements. There will be some disagreements in the numbers of the list, where that's where the money's at. But when you hear the rapper and the album, I think you will agree. In my opinion, I don't say it, but
this is so hilarious.
I
want to hear the list. Let's hear the list.
Okay. So number one,
an album, the Marshall Mathers LP album is better than any of these albums. Okay.
Marshall Mathers LP.
So number one, Ready to Die by Notorious
all
B.I.G.
10 of these. Can it bump one of these albums out? In my opinion, I really want to know.
Well, if you want to bump it, that's fine. We'll figure out where you get bumped, where he gets bumped. Okay, where you bump him out. Okay, but number one is Ready to Die by Notorious B.I.G.
Okay. That's a good album.
Yeah.
Okay. Number two is The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Oh.
Okay. That's fair. Oh. Whatever. That's a good one.
Number three, Illmatic by Nas.
Yeah.
That's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Is any of those getting bumped yet?
No.
I don't know.
See,
Boss
now
don't
you
wanna
understand
say
where
it.
I'm coming from now.
No,
Boss
okay,
don't
it's
wanna-
not-
Number
Boss
four.
don't
it's
wanna
not
say
really
it.
where
Number
you're
four.
coming from, Joe. It's where Google's
Hold
coming
on.
from.
Number 4, To Pimp a Butterfly, Kendrick Lamar.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Number
Nope.
5, Blueprint, Jay-Z.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Number 6, The Chronic, Dr. Dre.
Mm-mm.
Number 7, Enter the Woo, 36 Chambers.
It's a good
Oh,
album.
it's
Number
7 against
8.
1. It's
Wow.
7 against
Christ
1. Doesn't
in heaven,
count.
bro.
Number 8, Stankonia, Outcast.
That can go, but I love
Please, wait,
Outkast.
hold on.
That
Joe,
can
what was the
go.
name of the album again?
That's tough. Though.
Stankonia. I said it wrong. I know.
Say it again.
Stankonia. I can't say it
Bombs over
right.
Baghdad.
That one can go. That's a good album, but that one can go. What? You kidding me?
No, I haven't heard one yet.
I love Outkast and Andre 3000, but go ahead, brother.
I love him, but that can
Number
go.
9, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy by Kanye.
No, that could also go.
That could definitely probably go, in my opinion. A top
That can
10
definitely
greatest
go.
rap albums of all time. I don't know.
And number
Of all
10,
time, that's crazy.
Better
and number
than
10, It Takes a Nation of a Million by Public Enemy.
That's before my time.
That can go too. What?
Dior's never even heard that album.
I've never
First of
heard
all, I have heard it because Public Enemy is great and all. But
You heard
like,
it when you were 9 years old, bro.
my
Stop
nigga,
it.
but like, unfortunately, media exists, so we can listen to
No,
music.
okay.
past
When was
it.
the last time you played
out.
it? When was the last time you
I don't know,
said, I'm
bro,
going to
'cause
throw
I
on some
don't
Public
listen.
Enemy?
I don't listen to Public Enemy on every day. I'm a little more trained to hear that, but I fuck with them because of their message 9 times out of 10.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Well,
So then I can
assalamu
go
alaikum,
regional.
motherfucker. Let's go.
So I can go regional now too.
They spit a lot of real shit, but at the end of the day, like, I'm not going to say that album's better than Marshall Mathers LP, Slim Shady LP, or Eminem Show, to be honest.
Because he's your goat. That's why. Because
I've
he can't do nothing wrong. He's like
It's
he's
not
like Shador
The
Sanders.
other thing too, here's the other thing too. If you look at it, some of those things, like you just said, it's before my time. You're now going into like almost a LeBron Jordan debate because a lot of these people have been an influential rapper way before Eminem was even in the game.
Yeah, but see, the problem is this, right? And this is the same argument I have about the LeBron, the Jordan, the Bill Russell, as Bray likes to bring up. Like, I'm not about to sit here and compare Bill Russell to a motherfucker who didn't even play the game when there was a 3-point line to a LeBron James or a Michael Jordan who was dominating the league when some.
Who you comparing that to in music? Who you comparing that to in music?
So to me, I think, LeBron and I feel like Jordan would be M. You know what I'm saying? LeBron is kind of split between
Nas
like
would be
Biggie
M.
and
Nas would be M.
Or Nas would be Jordan. I'm sorry. I said that wrong.
Nigga, shut up. Name your top 5 Nas songs. Shut up. What are you talking about? Name your top 5.
I know.
Nas.
I don't know top 5 Nas songs, but
All right,
I know
so you
Nas is
Nas
a big
Nas.
influential rapper.
You don't even
though.
listen to Nas.
No, I know Nas
Spell
is
it.
a huge influential rapper, though. I can, without knowing his music, I know he's an influence.
I get
Bet-
that, but like,
spell it.
here's the thing. Guys like Nas is like, all right,
NAS.
Nas is that nigga, bro. I'm not trying to say that, but first of all, Nas can be on the top 5. Nas to me is more like a Magic Johnson
I'll put it,
or something. You know what I'm saying?
I'll put it to you this
Like,
way. I'll put it to you this way.
It's
Eminem's
crazy.
got I would not say it if you're from a standard, not from a rap, like from you three versus me. All right. Eminem would come into my household more than Nas would.
I bet. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, because you're white as fuck and you look like you're from Detroit.
I think it's more the fact that like yeah, sure, but I think it's more marketable to Eminem is more marketable to a demographic like Joe, who doesn't really listen to hip hop, but it could transcend. And I think that's another thing that kind of adds on to his legacy as well.
I think honestly,
another thing is that Eminem would roll into my household because of Eminem's collabs. He tends to do things outside the box. When one of my favorite M songs is "The Way I Am," he's got Marilyn Manson in it. I like Marilyn Manson.
fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah,
fuck yeah.
but that's the point. You don't see Nas dropping an album that has Manson on it.
How do you Manson?
The
How do
last crossover
Yeah.
you know is
Eminem
Linkin
was like a
Park and
shock
Jay-Z.
Eminem was like a shock jock of a rapper. But
You got Method Man and Limp Bizkit.
Look, I mean, I love all types of music, right? I don't understand how you never really got into like hip hop and shit. Like
Me?
Well, yeah. Who else would be talking
Because
to? The battle rapper or the black guy?
My parents were rock fans. My parents were not rappers fans. My parents were rock.
Well, my
fans.
mom loved rock. I mean, I'm an old guy. I was born in -- I grew up in the 80s and shit.
Yeah, but I grew up with Nirvana.
So did I. I was fucking young in the 90s. I was in high school.
Yeah, but I attached to grunge rock instead of rap.
So you never really got into like Tupac and shit? Like how did you Wu-Tang?
No, I know I love Tupac. But like Tupac only became in my household because of like songs like California Love.
Mm.
You know, you only got Dr. Dre in your house when he was doing.
But he's a casual. Man. That's okay, bro.
Yeah.
It's all good.
It's cool. Yeah, like,
actually more 2001, not even the Chronic, but more 2001.
But let me jump in real quick. Let me jump in real quick and just because I did prepare a few notes that I wanted to hit up. You got
a speech to end.
Yeah,
not close to the end of the podcast.
I wrote down because I watched a video because I was preparing for this. I watched a video of all of the rappers.
I tried to write you, but you still haven't called me.
Listen. All the rappers that co-signed M and put him on that Mount Rushmore. Mm-hmm. Obviously, Dr. Dre. Obviously,
we said this already. Why are you repeating it? Because we're on the same team. I get it. I'm agreeing with you.
No, we're not, because I'm trying to say that this is if people around you, some of the very names that you said were like top 5. If those people are putting M up there with them, then why wouldn't you? Do you respect their opinion?
I do, but my opinion isn't just based off of another man's opinion. Is that how you do your opinion? Another man.
But you said public. You said if 100 people in a room say something, that means it's probably true.
Because I'm one in that 100 watching the same fucking movie.
Right. Exactly. So
if we're all like that shit fucking was trash.
Yeah,
and we're looking at each other like that shit was fucking trash, and we don't even know each other.
In your own words, you said you're a big consensus person, and the consensus among a lot of people is that M is top 5.
Not around the people I know.
Okay.
Well,
I can bring on people that I personally know.
I know you, nigga. I know you know a lot of motherfuckers. I know you know a lot of motherfuckers, but it's still a
people who have. I'll give you. Here's the thing. I know a lot of people who know a lot about music, and Boss knows the same people that can get super fucking deep, digging in the crates type shit. And I was trying to get D-Rock on like before he hasn't hit me back up, and he could have really had this shit popping. And I think next time we do it,
historian on hip hop.
I'm telling you, he's a hip-hop historian. You want to talk about historians? Hold on a second, Joe. You want to talk about historians? He's that dude. And there's a lot of other people that I know.
Well, all the eras and all that.
So basically, you're
tell you're a historian. Look how great your fucking beard is.
I'm not saying you formed your opinion based off of that, but you have joined a consensus in saying something among your people. I have a consensus around the people.
Why is it gonna be my people?
That he is. Because they are your shut up.
What do you mean you?
What do you mean your people?
See how that shit is? See?
Yeah, whatever.
All right. Well, I want to go ahead, Joe. Say, jeez.
We'll do this. We'll do this as a little science experiment because I sit out on. I'm on the outside of the fence here. I'm looking in.
Right.
I want you each to give me one album to listen to, and I will rate them 1 through 3.
Oh God.
Hold on. Here's the point.
1 through 3. Like why?
This is gonna take this nigga
because it'll be yours.
You'll never. You know why I won't do it. You know why I won't do it because I gave you battles to watch because you wanted to do some G30.
I did watch them.
You did.
This nigga watched 10
Have you watched any other since then? Yeah, Joe watches them asleep. He watches the first round. Here's what Joe does. We watched the battle together, and Joe was like, "You know what? It's a pretty good battle, but I hate it when they repeat. They have to repeat their line. Like when you say fucking fire ass line, and then the crowd reacts. You got to stop. And then you go, He hates that. I'm like, bro, you're gonna hate battle rap.
It's a part of battle rap. Bro.
Boss, explain that to him as a battle rapper.
They have to continue with their
DR. Let the battle rapper speak.
It's important to continue in your pattern, but also it's just you know, you just have to kind of restart from somewhere. So I mean, if you
I get it, but I feel sometimes it loses its like. So when you hit a line, right? And I guess when you say, I'm saying this to you, when you hit that line and you know it's the punch line, right? I get coming back at the end of the punch line to redo it, but the repetitiveness of that line, I feel like it loses its punch.
well,
So
you
like if you always have a
had it
repeated
to
pattern,
correct the
you
first
do a
time.
1-1-2, 1-1-2, and then you do a 1-1-2, and it's the same thing. It just does not feel as if it hits as hard.
Well, it hits the first time, and then you're just trying to continue on to the rest of your material because they already heard that. You just want to not mess up more than anything. But a lot of times people, you know, they'll say run it back, say it again too. You know what I mean? So it's just a part of battle rap where it's just
If the crowd says that, I get it. That and then they want to hear it again.
Well,
what do you-
That's a good
you
thing.
wouldn't be
Yes.
able to hear that necessarily. You don't. They're mic'd up, so you can't hear what the crowd's telling them either. So you really have no idea.
You also got to keep in mind, like a lot of times, like especially the good battle rappers, when they do have to go back and say it again, a lot of times, like they won't even say their last punch, that last line,
Crowd saying
because
it
the
for 'em.
audience love the line so much that the crowd's saying it now. So they don't have.
You get good crowd interaction because the shit was fire, and they repeat it because they memorized it too.
Right.
So it's like it works.
Yeah.
That's part of it.
They do it for the whole crowd that's there more than like the rewatch on YouTube.
Yeah.
But I understand what you're saying. But yeah, it's
if the crowd reacts that way, then it's one thing. But when you see it on average, when they repeat
It's
themselves
all the
after
time,
like
though,
maybe
Joe.
a
If you're
mild
not
pop,
understanding, it's all the time.
Yeah, if you watch
If
you watch the million battles like I did, yeah, they do it every battle. So.
It's every battle, dude. That's a part of
I
it
get it.
because you
Yeah,
think they're
it's
gonna they're gonna say their line and then they get a reaction and then they're gonna continue. They're gonna go off the momentum of the crowd and they're gonna say the shit so they can remember. And
You
not
have
forget.
to stop anyway. You can't just keep rapping through it no matter what.
Yeah.
So you have to stop no matter what. And so your best bet is to kind of start back, go back like 2 bars, and then
It's like imagine watching a sitcom, right? And then they say a punchline in the sitcom, the audience laughs and they keep talking while they're fucking laughing. They don't stop talking. They're gonna fucking pause. They got to react.
That's exactly what it is.
And at the end of the day, like if someone's spitting, and
maybe I'm just looking at it too much of a battle, and you're just like
no,
when you're
so
actually
my
doing
God.
it.
Jeez, it's not Dungeons and Dragons,
spitting,
dude.
they a lot of
Fuck
times you have to
you.
understand battle rap is theater. Okay, at the end of the day, so like when it's a lot like wrestling, right? Like a lot of times when that happens, you gotta like remember your line and you got to keep pushing. So if at the end of the day, like he said, you don't want to mess up, so you got to like, okay, so what the fuck was I saying? What was the bar and how does it lead into it? That's how battle rappers might remember their shit. They gotta
I get the remembering part, but you can't. That does not correlate with wrestling because you don't sit there and you get CM Punk drops a line on Roman Reigns and he's gonna bury him next to his dad. And then he's gonna wait. Hold on, let me repeat that.
A server said though it makes a lot of sense though, like a sitcom, like for when they can't hear it. Two, your main objective is to win in that building that night first. So if the crowd is, you kind of have to relish in the crowd celebrating you because that's what's gonna win you. That's what people are gonna leave like, oh shit, he won. If the crowd loved you more than they love the other person. So when they're doing that, you want to just allow them to do that anyway and not keep rapping. And you know, if they're going real loud, like I've got some pretty big reactions where it's no way that you can just rap straight through it. Like
it's like it'd be so stupid. Like they're like,
just
why is
to
this
win,
guy?
it's like that. You're scoring points.
Hey, chill. Everybody's popping, bro. Relax.
You're scoring points, bro. That's like your scores, the scoreboard's runing up as the crowd's screaming.
You know it's bad. You know it's
and
bad.
It doesn't bother
when
it.
He keeps rapping. You can imagine you had a battle rap and the rapper keeps rapping and the crowd keeps cheering and he keeps rapping. So the fucking guy's like, hold it down. And the crowd quiets. No, I'm talking to the battle rapper. Hold it down. Hold it down. Take a breath. Fucking stop rapping. Right. Joe, you got to watch more battle raps, bro.
You got to watch more.
You've got 3 battle raps in your whole career. You got to watch more, man.
That's insane, bro. Because I've been watching battle raps since Freestyle Friday, Read Dollars. Like we're talking like YouTube, the beginning days of YouTube, DVDs and stuff like that.
We definitely had that conversation last time when Clips was on here, bro. Like going back to them old school days, this shit was crazy, and how much has evolved and like what it's become.
The Smack
crazy.
DVDs.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, me and Joe from Philly, so You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, like that's what I came up on. Old school Meek, Joey Jihad, Reed, Murder Mook, like
Yeah,
niggas like that.
Yeah, I know all
Bro,
those
the
battles.
DVDs.
First
Yeah,
DVD battles. I know all those
Yeah.
The
battles.
funny
I know
part is
those
we're both
battles.
from Philly, and that wasn't my lifestyle either. That's the better part of the situation.
I know,
Like,
Joe.
it was
I'm so
the
happy
it's no,
that everything's
listen,
okay.
it's a cultural thing. That's all it is.
remember that nigga Vodka? Remember that nigga Vodka?
No, I don't remember
I
that.
think Joe needs to do a shot of vodka and watch battle rap. That's what I think.
That was like one of the first battle rappers, wasn't it? That was like back with like ID and wasn't it?
Yeah.
What was that dude's name? Idea when it EYEDEA idea. That was like Scribble Jam battle rap. That's like hip hop. That's like when I was a kid watching that.
Before we take off, I want to say thanks, boss, for being here. I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna try to make a trip out to the South, bro. I miss it so much. I miss Waffle House. I miss all the cooking out there, bro. I just miss the South. But thank you for doing this. Tell everybody where they could find Beastmode Boys and what's going on, where you guys are going to be performing and all that good stuff.
Yeah, you can follow us on TikTok, Instagram at Beastmode Boys Official. You can stream the album everywhere. It's Beastmode Boys, different animals, same beast. The YouTube video's up featuring Fat Bastard J. Rest in peace. This is it. It's on YouTube. We're performing. We're having a show on April 17th at Club Elevate here in Mobile. And I'm thinking about throwing a battle event, basically, you know what I mean, down there. So we'll see how it goes and who I can get on board and all that, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna try to strike something up and just, you know, see if people want to battle, keep it alive. I like lyrical hip hop, you know what I mean? And yeah, so and I think Eminem is one of the better lyrical rappers of all time. He's on that list to me, you know, with people like Lupe Fiasco, people like that, you know, Jay-Z, people that are just Nas, people that are elite lyricists.
Before we leave out, everyone named their top 5. So we'll leave out on that. How about that?
Well, I already gave like a makeshift top 5, but I will just say, just to end it, like that's what I was saying. Like technically, lyrically, I think Lupe Fiasco is probably the best, lyrically, the best rapper of all time to me. But I have Jay-Z, Nas, Eminem, Andre 3000 to me on those lists. But you know, I just love music so much. I'm such a fan. And, you know, Southern music. Like I grew up listening to like UGK and Boosie and all that too. You know, but I like East Coast rap too. So it's, you know, I got a weird relationship with like ranking people because it's different. You know, like we were saying, Jay-Z, Eminem, Tupac. When you think of like just the greatest rappers ever, it's different to me than who I would rather listen to or who I think is better lyrically. You know, so it gets all murky, you know what I mean, when you know a lot of artists and a lot of songs. So but I appreciate y'all for having me and having a discussion, man.
Hell yeah, I'm glad you're here, and we're gonna run this back too. We're gonna get, you know, I want to get D-Rock. I want to see if Boo wants to get on here too. My five always changes, but I have for right now my GOAT. And it changes. You could ask me now who it is, and I might, you know, 2 months from now tell you it's somebody else. But
fair. That's very fair. It's music. It's too much to put into 5 people.
My GOAT right now is Nas. He's my GOAT. Is Nas. But 5, I'm gonna put Nas. I'm gonna put Jay, Big L, Wayne.
Yeah, I didn't put Wayne on any of my lists, but I mean, it's Lil Wayne. Hip hop I love hip hop.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Big. Yeah. But like I said, my 5 changes all the time. I just feel it's so subjective because so many people were so good, but I think there's certain people, and in my opinion, I don't think Eminem is in that, you know what I mean? It's easy for me to not put him there. You know what I mean? Because I don't think he's better than Wayne. I don't think he's better than Kanye. I don't think he's better than fucking, you know.
Man, him not being better than Kanye is crazy.
I just feel, like I said, like, you know, like college dropout.
College Dropout's a solid fucking.
I'm not saying, bro. I feel
like Marshall
that,
Mathers LP
Kanye,
is not better than College Dropout.
I love Kanye as a musician, but like
that's tough though.
I'm just saying, like that's how I look at it. Like their best album against whoever I think is great too. You know what I mean? Like that's my tiebreaker. I put the tiebreaker to it. You know what I mean? Like that's how I determine it. But yeah, Joe, who's your 5? What did Gemini tell you?
Influentially to me, my top 5 is going to look a lot different. Mine are more groupish. I guess you could say it's Cypress
Rock. Lead singer
Cypress
Papa
Hill
Roach.
was always
Kid Rock.
Cypress Hill. No, Cypress Hill was one of my. I love Cypress Hill.
I love Cypress Hill.
Pac is there. Biggie's there. Woo.
But you're adding groups in there. We're just saying like just solo.
I said most of mine would be groups. That's what I said.
But you don't have 5 rappers that are like you. I mean,
if I was to do just pure solo artists, Pac, Biggie, Dre, Cube,
Ray, and Cube. That's fair. That's fair actually.
But Cube's not top 5.
To me though, you asked my opinion.
No, I get it. Continue. You got one more.
Dre.
Dre's the one that stuck
like
me more.
Andre?
Did you mean Andre 3000 or did you mean Dre?
No,
Dr.
Dre.
The one who has a medical license.
Dr. Dre?
You talking about him?
The medical, yes. Mr. Professor Dre.
At all. You gotta go down the hip-hop rabbit hole,
Professor Dr. Dre.
You're not talking about the person who just yells Caroline. You're not talking about him. You're talking about the medical doctor.
I love Andre 3000, bro. Y'all can't convince me that Andre 3000 isn't.
Oh, I love, dude. He's
Andre 3000's great.
No, he slides in the top 5 for me too. So.
Yeah,
I would even put Rakim in there. I'd even put Rakim.
Yeah, Rakim was super fire for his time too. Like that was before my time, but when I go back,
bro,
he had a real crisp lyricism.
That's what I'm saying. That sometimes he's been in my top 5, bro. Like my shit's I don't think Eminem's better than Rakim. I mean, you know what I mean?
Like, Rakim thinks he is.
I don't know, bro. Those are tough arguments. Eminem is so fire, bro. But there's just such an argument for like that it don't apply like to certain. They can't play it in the club. You can't play it in certain communities. Like I was saying, don't mess with a lot of the weird.
That's what I'm saying. They're not bumping them in the South. That's for damn sure.
It's like, bro, I don't know. So he does
Method
have that.
Man would be number 5.
Lyrically, he's so fire, bro. Eminem.
So you think Method Man?
The thing is, you think
Method Man is better than
K-Dot? Soldier Boy. You can play Soldier Boy in the club.
No, again.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
What I grew up on and what I listened to that makes it my top 5.
I get that, bro.
I didn't go deep in that like you guys did. Remember, it's not my influence because technically my top 5 would. My top 5 all time wouldn't even have a single rapper on my list.
Yeah, I definitely don't clown your top 5 because I understand if you don't come from that. Like you, first of all, thank you for being here because you're not even a music head like when it comes to hip hop, and you still step up to have the convo. So
you did say take a shot of vodka, so I'm gonna do that for you.
There you go. See,
Philadelphia vodka. So
hey Joe, who was your number 5 again? Who was number 5?
Dr. Dre, I think.
Method Man. All right, we out the mud. We out the
mud. Who's 5? My 5. We out the mud. That's Server Era 405 stand. That's Mr. Boss right there. Go watch Mr. Boss.
All right.
Well, RS Battle League. I have that RS Battle League. Go look up Mr. Boss's.
So before we get out of here, I'm gonna rock my top 5. My top 5.
Oh yeah, give me your top 5.
I try not to say Tupac and Biggie because I feel like that should be just a given. And I feel like they're just kind of there, you know what I mean? So not including Tupac and Big, who would make it. I'm gonna say Eminem is once again my GOAT. We've already talked about this the whole time. I'm gonna go Jay-Z. I'm gonna go Nas. I'm gonna go Eminem. I'm sorry, not Eminem. Lil Wayne. Is that it? Wait, so what I say? Nas.
That's 4. Eminem, one more.
Jay-Z, Wayne, and you know what? Yeah, I can actually. I mean, how much I grew up listening to him and all that shit. I can go Andre 3000 too. Like I love. Andre.
Okay.
I love.
See, you're there. You're in the realm, but you got the number 1. You got. But
if I have to put Biggie and Tupac on there, then
M wouldn't even be on the list.
No,
see, the problem is for me currently,
M wouldn't even be on the list. That's why you took him out. See, I know what you do, bro. I know what you do.
3 Stacks leaving.
3 Stacks is leaving and M is staying. You're
Jay-Z.
We're definitely out the mud now, bro. All right. Thank you again, boss, for being here. Everyone check out Beastmode Boys. Joe, thank you for just coming into the Lion's Den, man. Hopefully we leave you with some homework. So now you can really like brush up on some of the guys.
That's what I was trying to do was leave with some homework.
You got it.
give him some albums or something. Was
Oh,
it
he
album?
can rewatch it. He'll give us the view to rewatch the podcast and just
Yeah, he probably
write
hasn't heard
down
none of
everybody.
those albums, but yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
He's
gonna go
to-
back and rewatch it just
He's
to
about to have
save
a
you
long
$20.
Gemini night. He's about to be all
Exactly.
Up on
So you'll
Tell
see
me all about rap right
All
now.
three of y'all about to go back and watch it to see what happened with that part y'all were arguing about.
Yeah, you're
Oh
gonna see.
yeah, nigga. Nah, we gonna see definitely. He said
Dior's gonna be like, yeah, server save you $20. All right, thank you, Dior too. Thank you guys for watching.
Appreciate it,
Check
bro.
out everything. Like, comment, subscribe. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.